Hello, another little quick recap here, as well as talking about the game tonight. It's about to drop the puck in an hour and 10 minutes versus Boston, recording this on Thursday, October 30th. Um, Getting into the Columbus game, now two games dropped in a row in overtime, both kind of the same type of way. You go into the third period all tied up, you score a goal to go ahead, you blow a late lead. And you lose in overtime. So 0-2 in the 3-on-3 so far. It hasn't looked too sharp. I think they're missing some offensive punch there in overtime. I'd like to see. I think Lindy Ruff in the Columbus game made a big mistake. Not putting Quinn out there. I would take Zucker over Quinn all day. That's just me. I thought Quinn was having a really good game. He was getting his shots off. He was dancing out there. It looked like he had a lot of jump in this game, but whatever. I mean, Zucker's not like the worst choice. I don't think it's crazy of Lindy Ruff, but just something I would have liked to have seen if I'm making a critique about the 3-on-3. But yeah, quickly we'll get right into it. Sabres come out flat again. I think they're down 6-7 nothing in shots, and again, that's not the be all end all. When I say shots, I know that, but they were really getting outplayed, kind of sleepwalking, like that sleepy Buffalo first period where the crowd just not into it, was waiting for something to happen. It just never comes. And then Chinakov gets the first goal for Columbus. Nice little play by him. Takes it right around. Alex Lyon is a lefty, tucks it right in. And you're down 1-0, and it's like, oh man. But I will say, I'm a Lion guy. I'm a Lion guy through and through. I think Luukkonen plays in that game. I think you're looking at a 3-0 deficit and you're completely out of this ball game. And I go into that saying Sabres woke up in the second. Exactly what Columbus did to them in the first, they did to Columbus the second period. Just hitting everything that moved, shots towards the nets. I think they pretty much caught them by the end of the period. There in the second, if not took the lead in shots, and they were just hitting and moving and skating. They looked like one of the faster teams again in the league, like they have for this little winning streak. Not one of the faster, but just, I should say, in general, faster than they have been in the last little while. But yeah, Doan gets us on the board, a greasy goal, just beautiful. Tuck gets a turnover, kind of throws it towards the net, and Doan takes a couple of jams at the pad and hits it in. 1-1 game. Everything's flipped now. You got momentum. You're playing better than them. It's 1-1. It was great to see. McLeod, a couple shifts later, takes an innocent little wrist shot towards the net, goes right off a Columbus player in the net. Again, for a Columbus player to be near the net like that, you got to have a guy there. I believe it was Tuck screening the goalie a little bit, causes some chaos. Tips, goes off a guy, boom, 2-1 lead. So both those goals are exactly what Lindy Ruff, exactly what all us fans have wanted. And that's just guys at the net, pucks at the net. Too long, it's just been, oh, we're gonna wow you with our skill and take shots from 20 feet out and try to beat NHL goalies, and it just doesn't work. So they're getting those greasy goals, which is great to see. But awful call on Tuck to end the period here in the second, in my opinion. The guy's just battling for space. He's a little stronger than the guy in his skates. The guy goes down easy. Don't even really think it affected the play all that much. That's really why I hated it the most. But the guy kind of sold the call, whatever. I thought he could have got a penalty for interference too, because he's making the contact as well as Tuck skating full speed down the ice trying to get the puck in the corner, whatever. You got to kill the penalty. And, of course, it seems when there's a bad call, you never, ever kill the penalty. It always goes in. Puck work up top by Columbus. Innocent-looking shot against Lyon's screen. Goes right through his 5-hole. People are making a big deal about Alex Lyon's 5-hole, by the way, saying teams are really targeting that. We'll see if that story continues. But, yeah, Werenski ties it up at 2. We're heading into the third, like I said, just like last game. And boom, all of a sudden, they come out like gangbusters. The fourth line cycling the puck, doing everything they can to, try to tire out the line that was out there for Columbus. They do a great job. Get it up top, nice shot, and 2 or 3 guys at the net. Beck Melenstein ends up in the net. And he does not get credit with the goals. It's Josh Dunn who ends up punching it home for a 3-2 lead. Team was so fired up. Again, that's something I've noticed too that I wanted to talk about. I haven't mentioned really as much as I should in these last couple recaps and stuff. These guys look like they're having so much fun just being at the rink. And, that means so much. And I know it doesn't seem like it means much, but you looked at these last 4, 5, 6, 7 years of this Sabres hockey team, it's just hanging there. They look like they're miserable, making millions of dollars playing a game they love. They all look miserable. So thankfully, they just look happy. They were thrilled for Dunn. They all go over and kind of maul them as they announce the goal at the next TV timeout that they had. So just great to see. But of course, Columbus came back hard like an NHL team should. I thought the Sabres kind of got, a little complacent. Miles Wood tips one home with about 6 minutes to go in the third, and bam, you're in overtime. You look up again, mistake by Power and Tuck, a little communication issue between, it was Tuck and Kulik, I believe, a little bit of a communication issue. Tuck gets beat a little bit. They kind of blamed Kulik for it. And then Power, of course, got to get that stick down and get that Miles Wood stick out of there. Not able to do it. Backdoor play, nice little tip in by Miles Wood, and bang, you lose a game you probably shouldn't have. Final shots here: Columbus 39, Buffalo 38. So that shot right there is absolutely the world of difference. You lose the game, and just kind of felt like you should have won it, especially after taking the 2-1 and even 3-2 lead. Tage is not playing as well as I think he should. I really liked Quinn's jump. You're getting a lot of production out of these lower guys, which is great to see, but it's like, when are we going to see a little outburst of five goals in 7 games from Tage, or, something like that, where he really, really gets going. I think you could see this team really take off. Another guy I haven't mentioned yet, man, the prince that was promised is Kesselring. Just exactly what you thought. 4th defenseman, maybe 3rd, whatever you want to argue about that, but just defensive role. I was shocked he was playing with Byram because I thought he was going to be an Owen power partner for sure. That hasn't happened yet, but just let Byram get up in that play. Steady as it goes, moving the puck, can shoot it. If he doesn't have a play at that blue line, he's not looking to shoot it in the corner or kind of get fumbly with that puck. He's getting his head up. He's looking around the guy coming at him, and he's just going to try to put a nice little soft wrister on net, which, as a guy who's to kind of like to tip pucks in front of the net, that's a dream because, you got something coming nice and slow at your midsection to shoulder level. I mean, that's great for tipping pucks. You can bat it down and go off the ice, take a crazy bounce. There's a lot of things that can happen with that, or just straight up getting the goalie's way and he misses it and it's in the net. So I think he's just, I know it's one game, but very smart player. Really like it what Timmins is bringing to physicality, toughness. He can provide a little bit of offense at times as well. Really love that. I think everyone's going to start kind of filtering into their own roles. But yeah, so you lose to Columbus. It sucks. Now you've lost 2 games back to back. Is this a trend? Are we a little mentally fragile here with the blown leads? I hope not. It's 2 games. I'm not going to overreact. You got points, but we're going to get in tonight now. Alex Lyon back in net. Pretty surprising to me. I think old Buffalo Sabres, they go Luukkonen here, but they're saying, no, this guy's hot. This guy has not, faltered at all. We're gonna ride the coattails of Alex Lyon until maybe the wheels fall off. Is that a great idea early in the season? I don't know. But listen, you got to put points on the board early, middle, and late. So, Alex Lyon is working right now. I would keep going with it. I like the move. He had a day off. It's not like it's a back-to-back situation. I think they probably go UPL now Saturday no matter what. Or, I don't know, he looked kind of sketchy in that first game. Maybe they say, hey, listen, we like Colton Ellis a little better right now. They go with him, but I doubt it. You got a guy making $5 million, so I think Luukkonen will be in that Saturday. Another interesting note, Östlund back to Rochester. I think he's just like a little step away. He's there. He's making the plays, but he's just not confident with it yet. I'd actually like to see Hellenius called up and put in that spot, but that might be too early too, which, he's a young kid. I get it. Let him develop in Rochester on a good team. But Jordan Greenway playing center, which he hasn't done much in his career, so that's kind of interesting. He'll be centering that Zucker and Quinn line. So more physicality down low. You got, 2 guys that kind of go hunt pucks with Zucker and Greenway, and Quinn kind of up top waiting to release that big shot. I think that line could work great, so I do like that. But just to talk more about the Boston game, I said it in a tweet earlier today. Just go out and don't let Zadorov in this old Boston way fool you. Like they're not a good hockey team. Like yeah, is Pastrnak a great hockey player? Absolutely. But other than that, there's not much substance to this team. Their goalie's been trying to find his game for a year and a half that they paid. There's not really like they're not better than you. Just go out on the road, have a great road period in the first, really show your face, stick your nose in there, get dirty, and I think you come out with a pretty nice win. I like a nice like 5-2, 5-1 win tonight. Like kind of make a statement in this division. They've had these reoccurring division games where they've been doing well. And there's another one to just go prove yourself and go into Washington Saturday night at home feeling good. But I don't think this Boston team is very good, and I just don't want to see them just sitting back and like letting that Boston crowd like go out and you punch them in the face first, make your hits, score your goals, go out and do your thing. You've kind of found your identity. The second game of the year, I believe they played them. They didn't have an identity. Now they do, and I just think they're a better hockey club, and I really hope they show it because now if you're not, you're talking about 3 losses in a row, your point streak ends, and now you're kind of like questioning, what are we doing here? So a big statement game for the Sabres, happening in about 50 to 45 minutes away. Go Birds. Thank you for watching.